All right, guys, welcome in. Race number 2, ready to go. The Outlaw Graphic Next Gen Series, ready to go. We are at Martinsville tonight. We are ready to get live to the track. Here we are, looking at your pole sitter right up top, the number 1 spot. It's Kevin Lee. He's going to be looking to go back-to-back. He's a part of that Triple Crown Series award tonight. He took care of business in the first race. Can he do it again here in the second? Anthony Monroe going to be on the outside of him in the Asphalt Cowboy 82 machine. Tom Conley back in action tonight. The 39 Fighting Irish. Logan Ace in the 69. There's Michael back there. Frank the Tank. The Duke making his appearance. Colt Maverick and the rest of the crew. Dylan, new driver alert out here tonight, racing in the 24 machine. We'll see him currently in the number 11 spot. All right, the drivers are set. Big K is in the back of the pack here tonight in the number 26 machine. All right, the drivers are ready to go. Anthony Monroe on the front row. Going to have his hands full tonight. Kevin Lee going to try to get that Triple Crown Award. He's got the first one in the books. He's the only one that can win it. Let's see what he's got here tonight at the paperclip. Drivers are set. We're ready to go. Green flag is in the air. Whoa! Big wreck from your leader, Kevin Lee. That 51 machine, the supers.com, is around, and we didn't even get a lap in. No. Right here, we watched the initial start here. Gets fired off, and boom. Mayhem. My, oh my. Some cars were able to avoid it. Frank the Tank involved in that one also. Tom Conley able to get around him. Anthony Monroe and Logan Ace escaped that one. Tough break there. How about that, man? Maybe it was an announcer's jinx. But I don't know. Kevin Lee going to struggle here tonight. We'll see if he can get rebounded. After spinning the tires on the initial green flag. It happens. I'm assuming he started in first gear, is what I'm guessing. You don't. A driver of his skill level doesn't normally make mistakes like that. That's a rookie mistake. But we'll see him rebound here. We'll see if he can get back up here and get some action going here. Looks like the pace car is going to turn its lights off. The drivers are trying to get up here and get set with the pace car. The 82 machine now is going to be your new leader, the Outlaw Graphics machine. Beautiful looking paint scheme there on the 82. And he's got Tom Conley going to be on the outside of him in that number 39. And the lights are off the pace car, so we'll get him fired back up this time by. Here we go. Let's see if Anthony Monroe makes the same mistake. I don't think he will, but it could happen. Michael now currently back here in that number 4 spot. Keep an eye on him. He'll be one driver to watch tonight. But Anthony Monroe going to start us off nice and easy here as we get down into turn number 1. Looking at the drivers making the pass here, coming through. Anthony Monroe, your leader. The rest of the pack driving through. Tom Conley, Logan Ace. Nice and smooth coming through the corners here. Oh, watch out. Big K now up to the high side. You saw the same thing there with Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank putting on some action show out here tonight, man. Beautiful track. If you haven't been to Martinsville, highly recommend it, man. Awesome facility here as we got some great racing happening now. Now look at Kevin Lee now coming up from the back here. He's got the 51 Super.com machine moving up to the front. A little front end damage there after the initial crash. He'll look to rebound here. We'll see if he can get up there and get back to that lead, man. We know he's a fast driver. So I don't think it's a problem with that. It's just, is there enough laps here and enough time for him to get back out there? Anthony Monroe, your leader out front by a good, about a full second here. Tom Conley in that number 2 machine. And Logan Ace in the 69 Nighthawk Motorsports Phantom Racing Network Chevrolet out in the 3 spot. Big K right behind him, though, in the 26 machine. He does race for Monroe Motorsports. He is their road course ringer. Catch this guy on a road course, you're going to have yourself a bad day, I'll tell you that. But right now, so good for Big K. Kevin Lee right behind him now. Let's jump into cockpit with Kevin Lee. Kevin running nice and smooth here. Watch these lines. You can tell a real professional race car driver from an amateur. Watch this line. How he slowly moves the hand on the wheel. Nice and easy inputs make you very quick. And same with Anthony Monroe. He's a real live driver. You'll watch his inputs. A little bit more there, but you get the idea. Tom Conley still in that number 2 spot. Let's jump into cockpit with Tom. Take a look at his input. Good battle there. Big K now got himself up and around the 69 machine. Kevin Lee now up to the number 5 spot already. After that restart, he had to start in the tail end. He's looking good here so far. The rotors are glowing. So you know what that means. He's getting into the corners pretty freaking hard, man. Pretty freaking hard. And he is chasing down the 69. Going to go to the inside here. Sure, the 69 sees him there. Next corner should be a breeze for the 51. 69 not going to force the issue. The 51 going to look low here. Oh, big break up there. Anthony Monroe, still your race leader here tonight, trying to break up that Triple Crown chance for Kevin Lee. So Anthony Monroe with a good sized lead right now, over 2.5 seconds. Tom Conley, and he's got a hornet's nest behind him. Wow, look at these drivers. Everybody bunched up here for second. Tom Conley in the 39. Big K in the 26 machine right now. Kevin Lee trying to find his way around. Looks like the 69 just kind of hanging out, waiting for these guys to all wreck each other. Go in the cockpit and take a look from Logan A's point of view. Blocking him up a little bit there. Boom, into the wall. That's the difference between a professional and an amateur right there, folks. Anthony Monroe, smooth sailing, now got the lead up to 3 seconds. This could be his race here tonight. He's needed a breakout race. You're right. Yes, this could be it. Kevin Lee in that number 2 spot right now. 22 on the screen, but 51 in our hearts. And you see the rotors, every one of them rotors is lit up red. He's got the back working just as much as the front. Big K back there in that number 3 spot is Tom Conley. He's fell back a little bit. He's back 1 spot from where he qualified, but your hard charger up 16 spots from that Monroe Motorsports Racing camp. The 26 machine, Big K. Not a bad day right now for Monroe Motorsports, actually. 1 and 3 on the board. Frank the Tank currently back in the number 8 spot. He's back 2 spots from where he started, but he was involved in that accident right at the green flag. So we'll see if he can rebound here in that Chevrolet. Beautiful looking paint scheme. Love the scheme there, the Atlanta Braves scheme. Got all the legends on the hood, and he locks it up. Absolutely love that car. Looks so clean. Anthony Monroe now working his way up through lap traffic. The Asphalt Cowboys. Big shout out to Backwoods Vacation Rentals. If you're looking for a place to run away from the police, check out Backwoods Vacation Rentals. Looks like the yellow flag is out. Caution on the speedway. We'll flip the camera over to a few drivers here. Not seeing a whole lot. 24 machine of Dylan right now. Still smooth sailing for him. Not an issue for him at all right now. Started 11th and 11th right now. So he'll be a driver to keep his eye on here tonight. He might be able to move up. New driver, by the way. We welcome everybody here, man. Thank you, guys. Getting signed up, being a part of the league, man. Hopefully you'll be around for years to come. But we'll see what he can do here. Looks like the drivers are going to come in for some service. They don't have enough fuel in the machines. We do a little bit of fuel racing here. So normally the racers will start off with at least, they have to pit at least once, sometimes twice. But in this case, it looks like they can get away with 1 pit stop here as Monroe now drives himself up through pit road here. And we'll see him check in with his driver, Logan Ace, coming down the pit road. Looks like Tom Conley, Kevin Lee going to do the same thing. How much you want to bet Kevin Lee's front end looks a lot better when he pulls out of the pits? I'm just going to assume he's going to put on a fast repair. It's just a guess. I have no actual knowledge of this. Well, let's take a look. Watch the front of this car. Wouldn't it be sweet if everything worked this way in life? Oh, he's not going to even fix it. He didn't even use a fast repair. Holy shit. I thought for sure he would fix that damage while you're in there, but I guess maybe not enough damage to care. Well, your new race leader right now, Michael out front. We'll see if Michael and the Toyota team in that 37, they currently got him as the leader. I'd take a picture of that if I was him. Why not? Anytime I'm leading the race, I'm talking about it. But it looks like it will go back to Kevin Lee here as they cycle through the pit stops here. So took a look at some of the drivers going through the pits. Lights are on the pace car, so looks like they go one more time around here. There's Jelly Bean, Tom Conley, and the crew. Anthony Monroe, Logan Ace, the Duke, Colt Maverick, and Frank the Tank. There's Dylan back there. Yeah, Dylan is currently, it looks like they got him marked in the 8th spot at the moment, but that's subject to change on the restart here. So we'll see. Lights are off the pace car right now. And the tires are getting warmed up. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Kevin Lee back out front here at Martinsville. 25 laps later, he's here. And here we go. Not sure what happened there. You saw the restart there. Some of the drivers got shebanged up. But it looks like the yellow flag was going to come right back out anyway, so no restart. We'll go back through caution-free laps here and get you guys right back into the racing action here. We'll zim through this here. Nobody likes watching pace laps. We hear about it every freaking week. Man, we don't want to watch pace laps. Well, guess what? We're trying not to have you watch pace laps here, but you're going to have to watch Kevin Lee, your race leader. Light should go off the pace car. Maybe this lap, maybe next lap. We did have some confusion there. It looks like they're going to stay on for one more time. So Kevin Lee, Tom Conley, Jelly Bean, Anthony Monroe, Logan Ace, and there is the Duke moving his way up through the field. But it does look like Dylan's going to start back in the 9th spot at the moment. So lights are off the pace car. We're going to get this reset started. It is scary when Kevin's out front. You're absolutely right. Anything could happen. We saw that. Anything can happen. Looks like some of the drivers are getting confused here on the restart, but hopefully they'll get it straightened out. And here we go. Kevin Lee, he actually started in the right gear. Holy shit. Big shout out to the Outlaw Graphics, too, for providing us this series of races. We look like Logan Ace now going to go around the bottom of the track here. Big mistake made there. Not sure what happened. Let's go back and take a look here. 69's at the bottom of the apron, big time. Gets up onto the curb and looks like he didn't want to take out the field, so he took out himself. Respect. Kevin Lee still going to be your leader here as the caution lap is back out. 23 to go here at Martinsville in race number 2. Kevin Lee looking to wrap up back-to-back races here tonight. He'll have one more race if he can get the win here. One more race at the dirt at Lernerville in a 410 sprint car to get himself a Triple Crown Nighthawk Phantom Racing trophy. It's going to be pretty wild if he can get it done here, man, but he's got to get through Martinsville. We've seen crazy things happen here at Martinsville. Anything can happen. The front end of that car is still trashed right now. Tom Conley going to be up there pushing the nut. Everybody right now is going to be pushing the bolts to the pedal to the metal here as the lights should go off the pace car this time by. We're going to have a cool 20 laps to go. Kevin Lee going to be your leader. Tom Conley going to be in that number 2 spot, the Duke. And how about Frank, the motherfucking Tank? Beautiful, beautiful 33 machine as he's getting ready to restart here. Lights are off the pace car. Kevin Lee is going to be your leader. Here we go. Yes, they're doing an awful lot of fucking pacing. Yes, correct. We're back to pacing. But you got to have that. You got to have the pacing. You got to have good pacing. Right now, everybody looks to be pacing just fine. So Kevin Lee, going to be your leader. 39 machine working his way up here. And here we go. Good restart for the 51 machine. Tom Conley right there with him. There's the Duke and Frank the Tank and the 33. And caution back out again. Not quite sure what's going on here. No, cautions do breed cautions. Yes, you're absolutely right. But this is like kind of crazy how many cautions we had here in this race. I know it's Martinsville. But Kevin Lee right now not taking any prisoners. He's walking away with this race. But the yellow flag is out. The pace cars are right there. And I do believe they're going to go P1 to green here is what I'm hearing on my mic. P1 to green. So they should be firing them off here. Next time by, the lights should go off. Oh, it looks like the 51 played a little pump fake there. Had the driver thinking he was going to go in the pits, maybe get a fast repair. Ain't like the car doesn't need it, right? All right, lights are off the pace car. You see your drivers up there on the top of your screen. 5 laps down, 4 laps down, 6 laps down, 5 laps down. And the lights are still on the pace car here. So a lot of pacing here in this race tonight. Yes, next week we are off next week, 4th of July weekend. So please enjoy your time with family and friends and lighting fireworks and eating hot dogs and hamburgers and whatever else you fucking guys eat on 4th of July. But yeah, take it off and be back and be ready to go, man. We got a nice stretch of racing coming up right after this holiday break here, so we'll be ready to go. All right, drivers are set. 51, your leader. Should we be on high alert? Maybe. Tom Conley going to make his move here. Good restart. Kevin Lee right now. Tom Conley, the Duke, and Frank the Tank. Great battle up front right now. Tom Conley in that number 2 spot trying to hold off the Duke. That's for John Wayne Racing. Here comes the 33. He power slides on up there, and here comes the 69 looping underneath him there. Good pass. Great stuff right there from the 69, able to get up and underneath the 33. A classic slide and drive move. Kevin Lee, your leader. Tom Conley going to be in that number 2 spot, and Logan Ace in the 3. And you see the brakes glowing. Not so much on his machine right now. Frank the Tank looking good. The Duke, Mason, Anthony Monroe, Big K, and how about Dylan? The 24 machine currently up to the number 9 spot, up 2 spots in that 24 machine. A little bit of damage to it, looks like. Not a whole lot of damage there though. Just a little bit. As the pace lights are back on the pace car, so we'll caution free racing. No, not a chance here. It is Martinsville, man. 10 to go though. 10 to go here. Your leader, Kevin Lee, Tom Conley, and Logan Ace, your top 3. The dogs are barking up front. Yes. They absolutely are. Right now, you're watching it. And I thought they were going to run into each other there. That would have been phenomenal. 69 all over the back bumper. The 51 here. Here we go. Green flag out. Kevin Lee gets a good push from the 69. 69 is going to drive it in there pretty hard there. They're right behind your leader. 2 Chevrolets running away. Make it 3 now with Tom Conley involved. Kevin Lee going to lock it up. Going to give the chance here. Logan Ace down to the back bumper. And he's going to lose it after that. Tom Conley going to get right up to the back bumper here. 39 machine working with Frank the Tank back there in the 47. And here comes Anthony Monroe, ladies and gentlemen, with his teammate. The Asphalt Cowboy now moving himself up. He's racing with the Big K, the 26 machine. Dylan doing the same thing. Great racing from him tonight in that 24 machine. Phenomenal job. Yes, absolutely. It looks like he blinked out there for a second, but he is back. So there was a couple times he was blinking hard tonight. Yep. Kevin Lee, your leader, he is getting closer and closer to making it back-to-back races here tonight. Can he get it done? Tom Conley in that number 3 machine. In the 3rd spot, Anthony Monroe now putting the pressure on. He's got his teammate, Big K, but he is lap traffic right now, so not a great night for Big K, but he's also making it hard for his teammate to get around him here. The 51 of Kevin Lee making his move here. We're going to go to 4 to go next time by here at the clip. Dom in that number 2 spot, and Monroe into the 3. Big shake up here. Not sure what happened with the 69 machine. Go back and take a look here. Oh, he just drove it in there, got it off the wall and into the wall and down the track and back into the wall, and cars are diving and missing spots and doing all that. Frank the Tank gets up in here. Wow. What a move from Frank the Tank. He sent that in like a fastball. Watch this. He's like, well, I see my chance. I'm going to send it in there. Boom. Boom. Big save from Big K, though. How about that? What a save, dude. Congrats. As it does look like the caution flag does come out there. So we do want to keep an eye on that. But your race leader, as we go to 4 to go, I do believe this will be a green, white, checkered flag finish. Kevin Lee in that number 1 spot. Tom Conley, Anthony Monroe, Logan Ace, the Duke, Frank the Tank, Mason, and Big K. And how about Dylan in the top 10 here tonight in that 24 machine? Lights are off the pace car. Kevin Lee knows what time it is. He's going to have the dogs coming after him. They do not want to give up this award. Keep an eye on the 51. We see what he did at the beginning of the race. If you missed it, go back and watch the beginning of the race. First lap. Good start. 2 laps to go. Anthony Monroe goes in and gives him a shove. Good racing. Top 4 right now. Tom Conley on the outside. Big push there. You're going to see it now. Anthony Monroe to that number 2 spot. And Logan Ace now back to the 3. And how about the sneaky of Frank the Tank? How about that move from Frank? Let's go back and rewind that for you folks at home and didn't get a chance to watch this. Sliding into home base. Watch this move. Gets a little 2 for 1 here for you folks at home. Jump into cockpit here. Watch this move from Frank the Tank. Sees his chance here. Going to go to the inside. And I'm going to catch you boys on the flip side here. White flag out. Frank there, 3 wide in the middle, and tough break for Tom Conley as he gets the back end of that. Tom Conley going to go way back there. Rough night, though, for Tom Conley. He had a great fast car all night long. Anthony Monroe sent it in there. Woo, boy, you see that? Let's rewind that back for you folks at home. He went for the miracle. Watch this. Oh, he was ready to send them to the moon. But it's going to be Kevin Lee taking the race here tonight at the paperclip. Anthony Monroe's going to bring it home in the 2, and Frank the Tank. Well, how about this guy? Frank the Tank in the 33 Atlanta Braves machine brings it home in P3 here tonight. Heck of a race for him and the entire camp over there. The 69 going to bring it home in the 4, and the Duke going to bring it home in the 5. Tom Conley going to be home in the 7. Big K in the 8. Dylan brings it home in the number 9 spot. Michael back there in the 13. So great run from all the drivers tonight, but it's Kevin Lee once again, ladies and gentlemen, getting it done. He's going to be looking for that trophy. He's got 2 of the races done. 1 more to go. Can he get the trophy? We're going to find out. Coming up next, take a look, take some time as we're going to get the 410 Sprint Cars at Lernerville coming up for you guys right after this. Congratulations to Kevin Lee. Let's enjoy the burnout together. Awesome work, guys. We'll see everybody in the next race, man. Congratulations to Kevin Lee again. He is 1 race away from getting the trophy. Can he do it? We'll see you guys in the 410s right after this.